world is turning to all-electric cars, what does Porsche give us? The Taycan Turbo S. What could be the world's fastest EV car. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in a quoted 2.5 seconds. Although it feels a lot quicker. And talk about the torque, it's got those for days. The design is very futuristic. It has headlights that still speak Porsche. It's got that Porsche inspired design to it. The body flow, the 4 doors, meaning it's a sports sedan, and this is how I categorize this car. It seats 4 adults quite comfortably, and you still feel like you're flying. Talk about space age, here we are in 2021 with the Taycan Turbo S, and I'm about to get electrified. Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Where are the turbos? I think it may need a name change, but for namesake, Porsche does give its most elite model that designation. Anyway, let's move on from that. It is fast. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in this quick. Is that this car is a 4-seater. It is very comfy to drive. At first, it looks very like a plastic type of car on the inside. Although they've wrapped everything in leather, it still has that basic feel and look. I do prefer the other 911s, the Cayennes. Cayenne Turbo S looks fabulous on the interior. You see all the quality. But in saying all that, you can spec this car up to that standard. These retail here in Australia for $400,000 with a few options, and that is drive away, so they're not cheap at all. And mileage, okay, now let's talk about the range. When you're driving around the city, you only get about 280 to 300 kilometers, and that's if you give it a bit of acceleration here and there. If you take it out on the highway, you get up to 405 kilometers, and that's what Porsche states as well, and we've trialed and tested that, and that's proven to be correct. What I like, it's silent. For the first time I could say I like it because it's silent. That's a weird feeling altogether. Flip this switch over to Sports Plus, then you get a deep growl. And the acceleration, the torque, let me talk about that. We've got 751 horsepower and 1050 Newton meters of torque. That's correct, over 1000 Newton meters, which throws you back in your seat, mind you, the minute you press it. That torque just comes on. Usually in a petrol car, you have to wait till 3000 RPM and more. In this, it's just so instantaneous, which to me is kind of crazy because at times it'll get you off guard. But when you think about this, when you launch this car from a standstill, it throws you back. It feels like a roller coaster. You've got butterflies in your stomach. All that power just rushes. Your mind is just blown away. It is super quick. And with Porsche being the first in the world to provide an 800-volt battery system, so meaning you can get from a 0 to 90% charge in only 30 minutes. That's all it takes. That's pretty quick. And you can always do your launch controls without having a full charge of battery. So you always have a 2.4 second launch control, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in no time. And you can do that 10-12 times over. And we've tested it so many times and it stacks up. So what I gotta say is, this is the world's best EV.